The sun blazed, children laughed, their joyous cries echoing across the crowded beach. Seagulls squawked, circling overhead. The air was thick with the scent of sunscreen and salty ocean spray. It was a perfect summer's day. Families splashed in the shallows, their brightly colored inflatables bobbing on the gentle waves. Couples strolled hand in hand along the shoreline, leaving footprints in the damp sand. Lifeguards perched on their towers, their watchful gazes sweeping the scene. Nothing could shatter this idyllic tranquility, or so they thought. A tremor shook the ground. At first it was barely perceptible, a subtle vibration beneath their feet. Then it intensified, growing stronger, more insistent. The laughter ceased. Conversations faltered. An uneasy silence descended upon the beach. From the tree line bordering the sand, a shape emerged. Massive and reptilian, it lumbered into the sunlight, its scaly hide glinting. A collective gasp arose from the crowd as they beheld the creature in all its prehistoric glory. A Tyrannosaurus rex, the peace was shattered. The spell was broken. Panic erupted, raw and consuming. The idyllic scene dissolved into chaos as people scrambled to escape the prehistoric interloper. Mothers screamed, clutching their children close. Sunbathers leaped from their towels, scattering belongings in their haste. The beach, moments ago a haven of leisure, transformed into a maelstrom of terror.
Oh my God, run!
The Tyrannosaurus rex roared, a sound that reverberated through the air, shaking the very foundations of their being. Its small, predatory eyes scanned the fleeing crowd, its massive jaws agape, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth. This was no longer a place of joy and relaxation, it was a hunting ground.
We need to get out of here now.
Their worst nightmares had come to life. As if the appearance of one monstrous reptile wasn't enough, the heavens themselves seemed to tear open. A blinding light seared the sky, momentarily eclipsing the midday sun. People shielded their eyes, their terrified gazes drawn upwards to the source of the celestial spectacle. A fiery streak blazed across the heavens, leaving a trail of smoke and fire in its wake. The asteroid, a colossal chunk of extraterrestrial rock, slammed into the ocean just beyond the shoreline. The impact sent the colossal wave surging towards the beach, engulfing everything in its path. Buildings crumbled, cars were tossed about like toys, and the air crackled with the raw energy of the impact. Chaos reigned supreme. In the aftermath of the asteroid's impact, the beach was a scene of utter devastation. Fires raged, consuming everything in their path. The air was thick with smoke and the stench of burning debris. The ground trembled underfoot, as if the very earth itself was groaning in pain. And amidst this apocalyptic landscape, the dinosaurs stalked. Packs of velociraptors, their sickle-shaped claws glinting menacingly, darted through the wreckage, hunting down survivors. A herd of triceratops, their massive horns lowered, charged through the panicked crowds, crushing everything in their path. And the Tyrannosaurus rex, its thunderous roars echoing across the ravaged landscape, claimed the beach as its own. Humanity, it seemed, was on the verge of extinction. Just when all hope seemed lost, a ray of hope pierced the darkness. The world had been plunged into chaos, with cities reduced to rubble and the skies choked with smoke. People had almost given up, their spirits crushed under the weight of despair. But then a single beam of light broke through the storm clouds, a symbol of resilience and defiance against the overwhelming darkness. A Quinjet, its engines screaming defiance against the cacophony of destruction, sliced through the smoke-filled sky. This was no ordinary aircraft. It was a marvel of advanced technology, designed to withstand the harshest of conditions. As it soared through the turbulent air, its sleek form cut through the clouds like a knife, leaving a trail of hope in its wake. On the ground, survivors looked up, their hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and hope. They had endured so much, and now, as they gazed at the sky, they dared to believe that salvation might be within reach. The sight of the Quinjet filled them with a renewed sense of purpose, a belief that they could overcome the odds. Could this be their salvation? The question lingered in the air, heavy with anticipation. The faces of the survivors, once etched with despair, now glowed with a glimmer of hope. They knew that the arrival of the Quinjet could mean only one thing: the Avengers were here.
The Quinjet landed with a resounding thud, its ramp lowering to reveal the gleaming figures of Earth's mightiest heroes, Captain America, his shield held high, a beacon of hope in the midst of despair. His presence alone was enough to inspire courage in the hearts of the weary survivors. They knew that with Captain America leading the charge, they had a fighting chance.
Iron Man, his repulsors glowing with power, ready to unleash his technological might. His suit, a masterpiece of engineering, was equipped with the latest advancements, making him a formidable force on the battlefield. The survivors watched in awe as he prepared to take on whatever threats lay ahead. Thor, the god of thunder, his mighty hammer Mjolnir crackling with celestial energy. His presence was a reminder of the ancient powers that still existed in the world, powers that could turn the tide of any battle. With a single swing of his hammer, Thor could summon the fury of the heavens, a force that no enemy could withstand. And Black Widow and Hawkeye, their skills honed to perfection, prepared to face any threat. The Avengers had arrived. Their presence was a testament to the power of teamwork and determination. Together, they formed an unstoppable force, ready to defend the world against any danger.
The tide was about to turn. The arrival of the Avengers marked a turning point in the battle. With their combined strength and unwavering resolve, they were ready to face the challenges ahead. The world watched with bated breath, knowing that the fate of humanity rested in the hands of these extraordinary heroes. The battle that ensued was nothing short of epic. Heroes and dinosaurs clashed in a spectacle of power and ferocity, each side determined to emerge victorious. Iron Man soared through the air, his repulsors blazing, cutting through the sky like a comet. He weaved through the chaos, targeting the most dangerous threats with pinpoint accuracy. Engaging the pterosaurs that circled overhead in a dazzling aerial ballet of fire and fury, Iron Man's maneuvers were a testament to his skill and ingenuity. Each blast from his repulsors sent a pterosaur plummeting to the ground.
Thor, his mighty hammer crashing down with earth-shattering force, sent shockwaves rippling through the battlefield, scattering dinosaurs like tenpins. His every strike was a symphony of destruction, the ground quaking beneath his feet.
Black Widow and Hawkeye, their movements fluid and precise, picked off raptors with deadly accuracy. Their teamwork was impeccable, each covering the other's back as they moved through the battlefield with lethal grace. Their arrows and bullets finding their marks with lethal efficiency, they were a whirlwind of death and precision. Every shot counted, every move calculated to perfection.
Captain America, his shield-deflecting claws and teeth, engaged the Tyrannosaurus Rex in a mano-a-mano showdown. His shield was a blur of motion, a perfect defense against the beast's savage attacks. The ground trembled under the might of their blows, the air filled with the clang of vibranium against bone. Each clash was a testament to Captain America's unyielding spirit and the raw power of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It was a battle for the ages, a clash of titans that would determine the fate of humanity. The heroes fought with everything they had, knowing that the outcome of this battle would shape the future of the world. The fate of the world hung in the balance. Every hero, every move, every strike was crucial. The tension was palpable, the stakes higher than ever before. This was not just a battle, it was a fight for survival, a fight for the future. One by one, the dinosaurs fell. The battlefield was a chaotic symphony of roars, explosions, and the clash of titanic forces. Each Avenger fought with unparalleled determination, knowing that the fate of humanity rested on their shoulders. Iron Man's repulsor blasts sent pterosaurs plummeting from the sky. His advanced technology and quick reflexes made him a formidable opponent, taking down the flying beasts with precision. The sky, once darkened by the wings of these ancient creatures, began to clear as they fell.
Thor's hammer, imbued with the fury of a god, shattered the bones of even the mightiest sauropods. With each swing, Mjolnir crackled with lightning, sending shockwaves through the ground. The dinosaurs, no matter their size or strength, were no match for the power of the Thunder God.
Black Widow and Hawkeye, their aim unwavering, picked off raptors with lethal precision. Their teamwork was impeccable, each move synchronized as they covered each other's backs. The Raptors, known for their speed and cunning, found themselves outmatched by the duo's skill and strategy. And finally, with a mighty heave, Captain America sent the Tyrannosaurus Rex crashing to the ground, its reign of terror brought to an end. His shield, a symbol of hope and resilience, struck with such force that the mighty beast could not withstand it. The ground trembled as the T-Rex fell, signaling the end of the battle.
With the dinosaurs vanquished, the Avengers turned their attention to the task of restoring order. The battlefield, now silent, was a stark contrast to the chaos that had ensued moments before. The heroes, though weary, knew their work was far from over. They extinguished fires, cleared debris, and tended to the wounded. The Avengers worked alongside first responders, their combined efforts bringing a semblance of normalcy back to the devastated area. Every small victory in the cleanup was a step towards rebuilding what had been lost. Slowly, tentatively, life began to return to the ravaged beach. Families reunited, children emerged from hiding, and the once desolate landscape started to show signs of recovery. The air, filled with the scent of salt and smoke, now carried a hint of hope. The survivors emerged from their hiding places, their eyes wide with a mixture of awe and relief. They had witnessed the impossible and lived to tell the tale. The sight of their heroes standing victorious filled them with a renewed sense of faith and gratitude. The Avengers had saved them. Their bravery and sacrifice had turned the tide of battle, ensuring the survival of countless lives. The people, once gripped by fear, now looked upon their saviors with admiration and respect. Humanity had been given a second chance. The community, united by their shared ordeal, began the arduous task of rebuilding. Together they would restore what had been lost, stronger and more resilient than before. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the battered landscape, the Avengers stood watch over the beach. The air was thick with the smell of smoke and the salty tang of the ocean. But there was also a new scent in the air, a scent of hope.
The dinosaurs were gone, their reign of terror brought to an end. Humanity had survived. The battle had been won, but the war was far from over.
The asteroid's impact had unleashed forces beyond their comprehension, forces that threatened the very fabric of reality. But for now, at least, there was a moment of peace. And in that moment, the Avengers stood united, ready to face whatever challenges the future might hold.
The Earth was safe for now.